So hi, Won't Make a Noise podcast. I'm Shane,
I'm Glory.
and we're here with.
I'm Kellen.
I'm Steven.
And I'm Nick, and we are Stacked Like Pancakes.
Hell yeah! And we're gonna have some questions to say about the upcoming single, "So Close Yet So Far." So congrats on that, by the way, guys. How do you feel about the response to the announcement so far?
So far, so awesome. Honestly, like it's been almost 3 years since anything's been released as Stacked Like Pancakes, and it just feels good to just be doing something again. As SLP. So I don't know. For me, it's just like it's just finally about time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I agree.
do you have anything else to add? Sorry, I didn't
Yeah,
mean to cut you
I
off
was
a
gonna.
minute.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm like pumped. It's like my first time recording anything for this project, and I love the song. It's like a classic ska song, and I'm just pumped for it to come out, for people to hear it.
Yeah, this song's going to be a hit. You watch. It's going to be a hit.
Call it
gonna be
now.
Yeah, let's
All right.
go. So, as you guys mentioned, this is actually your first single in 3 years. What inspired
Yeah.
you to drop the song now, and what does this single mean for the future of Stacked Like Pancakes?
As far as the timing, I don't know. So there was a point, I guess, like 2 years ago. I feel like all of our timelines are screwed up because of the pandemic. But in the beginning of the pandemic, if that's what we measure things by now, it didn't, when the whole music industry got screwed, still is being screwed, but
Yeah.
initially it was screwed. It didn't make sense, I think, to put something out as SLP. And I just, like, for me personally, as the songwriter, I just really focused on everything else in my life that I wanted to make sure was right so that it didn't feel like I was forcing something to happen as SLP. That was the big thing for me, is I didn't want to force it. And I had written many other songs over the last 3-4 years, but I just, like, I knew that it would be a gut feeling of when it's like, this is the song and this is the time, and it did. It just kind of worked out organically, and so did working with Nick and Steve over the last, like, four years or so. And as far as what it means for the future, I don't know. Well, I mean, I have a sense of it, but I guess Nick and Steve, do you want to chime in with something for that?
Well, for the future, I mean, we're going to, I guess me and Steve are going to be, we're going to be a lot more in your face, so to speak. We're going to be on stage pretty much every single performance from this point out. We're going to be on every single recording from this point out. We're going to be pretty much, our faces are going to be plastered on right next to Kellen's, with everything.
Yeah,
it's a big thing moving forward.
We're happy to piggyback on you, Nick, and make it official. We're very relieved and excited and proud to make it official that Nick and Steve, who are in this podcast with me, are official band members of Stacked Like Pancakes.
Oh, hell yeah.
And
Yeah.
that feels really good to say.
We did it! Woohoo!
We did it.
I made it, Mom.
Oh yeah.
Nah, yeah, it's exciting. Yeah, it's like it's our first time, because we've played with Kellen just through being in other bands on other stages, just seeing each other and passing throughout the local scenes or the regional scene. But now, like, we're a part of a project together, and like, we get to play shows together now consistently, and be a part of the creative recording process, and just pumped for that.
Yeah, the other thing I'm really looking forward to too is just the next step, the next song, the next album, the next single, and whatever it's like I have ideas. I'm sure Nick and Steve have ideas flowing right. We're just channeling all of our energy into single for the time being, but you know, we've got a long, exciting road ahead of us for SLP, and it's feeling really good right now.
I love that.
That's awesome.
Very exciting. So is there any meaning behind the single name and the cover art?
So the cover art, actually, I need to shout out to Melanie Rustin is her name, the artist. She's out of Baltimore. And her website actually is melanierustin.com. And she does incredible work. And I came to find her art through someone. I wish I could call him my friend, but that would be overstating it. We are acquainted with each other because we went to the same university. The only reason I wish that I could call him my friend is because he's the trombonist for Macklemore and Kelly Clarkson.
Very cool.
And yeah, and several other artists. Like, God, I wish we were friends. We're not. 100% not true, and I will not say that publicly. But we're friends on Facebook, so
there you go. You're best friends then.
Yeah, that's it's 2022, Kellen. Come on.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You know what? I should request a relationship status with him. See
exactly.
That'd be perfect. That'd be perfect.
No, but so anyway, he is the trombonist for these huge artists, and seeing his posts, like he was on SNL. He did he's had an incredible career. And he's very young, but he also released a solo album. And the artwork for that album, I was so compelled by it. And actually, Darius Jones is the name of the artist. And again, Melanie Rustin did the artwork for his album, his debut album, that solo album that he did put. So I got to shout out all these people that, you know, in some way or another, you know, my BFF, obviously, Darius Jones, and Melanie Rustin. But that's how the artwork came to be. As far as the artwork specifically, though, like what's on it, I gave her full reign in terms of creativity. I had like one idea, and that was kind of like an image of like the endless staircase type of thing. And as a way of like showing an endless journey, but where there can still be hope and light at the end of the tunnel type of thing, and you know, steps that you take to make it a certain point in your life and where you want to be in the future, and all of that was just like, I wanted to show that in the staircases, the endless staircases, but that's really all that I had. Everything else, the figure in the middle of it, the color contrast, that was all her, and I'm so happy with how that turned out.
Oh yeah. And then the single name, is there any meaning behind that?
Yeah, so close yet so far. I have always tried to not put, I've been mindful of cliches in my songwriting. I've always tried to not put cliches in the song. And then I just started thinking, it was like, okay, if I were to put a cliche in the song, the only way I could do it is if I make fun of it in the song. And that's the pre-chorus of the song, actually. So some cliche about the stars, we're so close yet so far. Like in context of conversation, if we, you know, not singing a song, if someone says to someone else, so close yet so far, like that's just so nobody talks like that.
Okay.
Nobody talks like that. And it's so cheesy. So I and that kind of, in the bigger picture of things, this being a ska punk song, I just love the idea of a song kind of making fun of itself. It makes it fun. It makes it, you know, there are points where you can just, it's just an upbeat, fun, positive song, forward thinking song. And that's really kind of the genesis of it, I suppose. And then there are kind of like little mini stories in each parts of the verse. that kind of take you through it.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Okay. That's really neat. I'm okay. You're great. You're great.
Thanks.
Of course. So can you guys tell us a little bit about your writing process for this single?
Yeah, so gosh, I've been talking a lot. I mean, it's just it is what it is that I write the music. But I do have to credit so much to Steve and Nick for I'll write like basic, like for Nick especially, I'll write like basic bass lines or just chord progressions and stuff, and then he'll take it and make it really amazing bass part. So I write the bare bones in terms of their part specifically, and then they liven it up and make it amazing.
Their own flair,
so,
Yeah.
yeah. And obviously that goes for Steve's parts as well. Many of the parts that I give them, even though it's like kind of like a note for note sheet music, traditional type of like handing them their part, I know Nick. I've gotten to know Nick and Steve really well over the last 4 years and trust their musical capabilities. So try and just let them be themselves in the music. But my songwriting process is I try to treat each song like its own unique experience. I don't know. Man, I don't really know how to explain it. I've lost my train of thought is what I was
All
It's all
good.
good.
say. I'm sorry. Yeah,
You're
I don't
okay.
know. I'd have to think about that. Actually, maybe we can loop back around to that. It's a tough thing to really give a concrete answer on, so I apologize.
It's all good.
But essentially, I mean, like from my perspective, at least, Kellen comes up with these really great demos, and he'll usually drop it, in our group chat or whatever, and say, "Yo, hey, here's this idea. This is what's going on," and then Nick and I just like give our feedback. It's like we love this, love that, maybe don't like this, but we essentially get our parts, and then it's kind of like a roadmap. It's like we all kind of know that we all respect each other's, artistic vision and whatnot. We just, we respect each other's ideas, and we kind of have room to add parts that we think are cool, make suggestions, and in the studio when we were recording, it was a great collaborative process, even with like the producer. So everybody got to throw their ideas into the pot.
Yeah, screw everything that I just mumbled. Steve just nailed it. That was
Steve's here. Don't worry.
Good job,
Perfect.
Steve.
Yeah.
So this question is one for all of you. I want you guys to each tell us your favorite lyric off this track and the meaning behind it.
Oh, can I go first real quick?
Yes.
Go for it.
My favorite lyric on this song is "Sometimes I feel un-American and I'm not quite sure what that means." As soon as I heard Kellen say that, I was like pumped right away. And I don't even know why, because it's like, it's not, I don't know, it doesn't jump off the page at you. But to me, just like through listening to Stacked Like Pancakes and getting to know Kellen, I was like, that is a Stacked Like Pancakes line. It's a little bit edgy. It's like, but it's like true. You know what I mean? It's like, I kind of with like the current state of, just like, I don't even know, the last like 5 years really, or how, you could, I'm sure, go back longer. It's like, what the heck is going on? And, it's, as soon as I heard that, it just really resonated with me. And I was ready to skank at that moment. I was like, yes. This is what all music is about. It's unity music. Let's go. So that's my favorite line.
All right.
Perfect.
Yeah, I have to agree with Steve on that one, because that's the part where that's the part in the song where it comes right. I don't know if you guys have heard the song yet, but
We actually haven't.
Funny story. We were sent the link, but it's actually a premiere link, so we can't hear it until it's actually
no. That was oh shoot. You're supposed to have heard it. I'm sorry about that. It might have been just like a different link, but I can get that over to you guys.
No worries. We're doing our best over here. You guys are talking about the song, and we're just acting like we know what's up.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's all
I wish
good.
I knew. I would have
No
turned over
worries.
to you.
All good.
Okay, well, when you do listen to it, you'll hear it, but it comes right out of the first chorus and right out of the first hook, and we called it the Green Day part because it goes right to the bass, and then he says something like, along the lines of like politicism, and I'm just like, oh, it sounds like Green Day, because that's something Green Day would say right there, and when we recorded it, I actually switched basses to like a more Green Day sounding bass, to actually put that on the recording. It sounded more, it fit that lyric that Steve's talking about. So I guess like going back to that question you had about the recording process and everything, like so much gets changed when you actually like sit down and record the song, and like you listen back to it and you're like, oh, this sound, like I said, this part sounds like Green Day, we should put a more Green Day sounding bass on there to complement Kellen's lyrics a little bit more and everything. So it all comes together, but all the ideas flow out of the genius, which is Kellen, because he's the that keeps the train rolling here. So I'd also have to agree that is my favorite lyric.
All right.
What you got, Kellen?
I'm torn between two. All right, I think I know. So there's a line in the second verse. We would feel like the biggest band on the smallest stage around. And I think about the history, long history now of SLP. Started, back in 2007. And God, Stacked Like Pancakes has played, for being anywhere from 6 to 9 people band on stage. We have played on some tiny stages. One of those was at Launch Music Conference. I don't remember what year it was, but we were playing on a small outdoor stage. It was our first time doing this conference in Lancaster, PA, and we were honestly crushing it. And in the crowd was, shout out to Kevin Lyman, who's for the podcast, he's the founder of the Vans Warped Tour. And that was the first time he saw SLP, and during that performance we broke the stage. It like fell a little bit and the power cut out. It
just fell a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. It was fine. But the power cut out, and then like the sound guy and like one other crew person that we had for our tiny stage setup were like struggling to get things right. But anyway, that was just like, that's an extremely memorable experience for me, because that was like part of our journey to getting on the Vans Warped Tour. And also I am very proud of how SLP has performed over the years, to where we always want, we've played shows for 2 people, what you could barely call a show. We've played shows for thousands of people, but it doesn't really matter the quantity of people that are in the crowd. You got to have the hype, you got to have the energy, put it all out there for every single show. And that's the thing. It's just feel like the biggest band on the smallest stage. Doesn't matter the size of the stage. It doesn't matter how many people are in the crowd. We're going to have a blast. And if you're there to experience it, we're going to make sure that you all have a good time. We have been in a drought of shows, obviously, because of this global pandemic. But when the time is appropriate for us to have, the next show, we're not ready to announce that just yet. But I know Nick and Steve are equally as stoked on getting back on the stage, no matter the size of it, and play a show again.
Hell yeah!
I didn't know that.
100%,
dude. That I didn't even know that. I thought that lyric. So quick story time, real quick.
Story time.
I didn't even know about Stacked Like Pancakes till I went to the Vans Warped Tour. I think it was 2016, 15 or 16. And
That's right.
I was,
Then that festival was that launch music conference was 2014, I believe. Yeah, but sorry,
yeah,
go ahead.
I saw them on I think it was either the Skull Candy stage or the Full Sail stage, one of them. But it was like it's the Vans Warped Tour is literally like it's their like lower band stage. Like they don't put like the big names on this stage. Like Stack Like Pancakes was like the biggest name on the stage.
Mhm.
And they were out playing to the Lions. They were playing Super Mario Bros. With the Horn Bros. So I went to and that was my first experience with Stack Like Pancakes at all. And fast forward to today, I'm in the band right now. So that lyric, biggest band on the smallest stage around, I thought that was about Warped Tour. And, you know, because you were the biggest band, you were literally the biggest band on the smallest stage at Warped Tour, like quite literally.
Double meaning. Whoa.
Double meaning.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Easy. My God. So would you guys be able to tell us where your headspace was at while you were creating this single?
Kellen, what you got?
Well, I was there was a point a few years ago. It was just everybody gets to their point. This point, I hope anyway. And it was like, what the hell am I gonna do next? And I've taken this time through quarantine and the pandemic and all this crap to really reflect on my my overall 10 plus year journey through Stacked Like Pancakes, and realize that this journey has encompassed 2007 to 2022, 14 to 15 years, and that's roughly half my life. And so when I was thinking about, like, I don't know, do we just like, not like throw in the towel, but just like move on, like go back and try a desk job again, or I don't know. I was at a turning point in my life, and I just realized again what I already knew, is that like this is my baby. Stacked Like Pancakes is my pride and joy and my baby, and I don't think I could really ever let go of it. So I'm just gonna keep hustling and keep grinding and hustling, to use a cliche that I hate using, but just keep working on the future of SLP, and just try and keep our minds on a bright future ahead, and keep making music.
For sure. All right.
For me, if you don't mind me chiming in,
For sure.
Go for it.
Getting in the studio, it felt like Stacked Like Pancakes is like getting back to their roots. It's like, are we a ska band? Are we a brass rock band? What the hell type of band are we? And I loved it because I was like, yo, this is a fucking ska song. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like straight up, you know what it is. You know what type of dance to do. It gives you that an energetic, And for me, I was like, this feels like getting back to the roots and picking it up,
Hell
so,
yeah.
That's where my mind was. Felt good, felt natural.
Love that. So how do you guys recommend your fans to listen to this single for the first time? Should they do it in the car with friends, in the dark with headphones on, gym song, party song? What do you guys recommend?
Fetal position in the corner of your bedroom.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. No. Yeah, I think I've listened to it 100+ times in my car. I fucking jam out to this thing. I love listening to this song. Like, yeah, I think car stereos are a great way to go. And hell yeah, pack the car with a bunch of friends and give it a listen. And I just picture standing on the outside of the car in like a Walmart parking lot and seeing this car like bob up and down because everybody's jamming in the car.
Hell yeah.
That's a nice visual. But that's the first thing that came to mind for me.
First thing that comes to my mind is definitely have enough room to dance. I feel like this is like a song that'll make you want to get up and groove.
For sure.
I'm definitely gonna when this song comes out on Spotify, I'm gonna put it on my playlists that have like Good Charlotte and Weezer and all the like heavy hitting pop punk state champs, Story So Far. I have a big playlist of all that like heavy pop punk, bang your head, neck deep kind of stuff. And this song
Those
is
are indeed the vibes.
Yes, and Blink 182 for sure. And we already have talked about Green Day. Yeah. The thing is, it'll be Spotify would be for sure the way to go. We've already gotten over 50 pre-saves on Spotify specifically of the new single, and we haven't done anything with like pre-saving it on Spotify before, so we're really, really pumped about that. We've submitted to Spotify and Amazon editorial playlists, so crossing our fingers that we can hop on one of those. But anywhere you listen to music, it'll be there. And we haven't really told anybody this, but we also have a music video coming out afternoon, I believe at 12 p.m. Eastern. It'll be out, so you can hop onto our YouTube channel and check out the music video there as well.
You lagged when you said that on my end. Did you say Friday at noon?
Yes, Friday at noon. Yep, Friday at noon. We also have a music video coming out.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So this one should be super, super quick. Off the top of your heads, I want you guys to describe this single for new listeners in 3 words each. No more, no less.
3 words?
3 words.
Okay.
Do we each get a word?
No.
No, it's 3 each.
We each get okay.
Total.
Wait, what'd you? Oh, okay.
I can do math. Can I go first? I know.
Go for it.
Go.
I'm gonna say the easy ones. Pop punk ska.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
You really meant the easy ones. Yeah, all right.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Wow.
All right. Let's see here. I'm gonna go for an easy one, Skank, because this is a classic Skank song. Also, hopeful, because I definitely get a good sense of hope from this song. And then I'll throw in attitude, because the song definitely has a little bit of attitude. Yeah. So Skank, hopeful, attitude. Nice array of emotions.
Let's see. Fresh pepperoni pizza.
Okay.
Okay.
You want to explain that one at all? I'm intrigued.
No.
No. Okay.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Leave it up to imagination.
I don't know. I'm kind of hungry right now, I guess. But also, I don't know. I was just thinking, I guess because Nick mentioned neck deep, and then don't they have some? There was like a whole meme for a little while based around like punk and pizza. Like, help me out,
of course,
Nick. Yeah, pump. Help me out, Steve or Nick.
There's that YouTube kid Jared Alonge who makes fun of pop punk vocalists and stuff, and he's like, I got my best friends in the front seat and my pizza in the back.
Yes.
With my friends. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so I don't know, like that's kind of the vibe that I'm really tapping in, especially in the last few days leading up to this release. And yeah, it's weird, but fresh pepperoni.
There are definitely
pizza,
strong pizza vibes. Yeah.
Yeah, strong pizza vibes for sure.
All right.
And I that's my favorite pizza. So
Fair enough.
Yeah.
This song is roughly like 3 minutes long. About how long it takes me to get to the place where I order pizza. So I put it on my
even better.
I thought you were gonna say that's about how long it takes to eat a whole pizza.
Yeah, I thought
3 minutes. I thought that's where you were going with that, but no, that makes way more sense. I would be a little concerned for your health if you ate a whole pizza in 3 minutes.
Nick's got the crazy metabolism.
Well, it depends. Pizza. If it's an 11-inch build your own pizza from Blaze Pizza, 3 minutes is actually a bad guess.
That's true. Yeah, and we did do some blade pizza when we rehearsed. last month.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway,
Now this podcast is about pizza, right?
Sure.
Yeah,
It
or
is now.
100%.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah.
So in that same train of thought, is there a certain feeling you want your listeners to have while going through the track?
I just I want people to feel happy. I don't know. I want people to feel happy. So,
Definitely say uplifted.
Mhm.
Good vibes, you know.
Vibes.
that's what
Get you in the right mindset to, you know, get stuff done.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just hope you like it. That's all.
I like that.
wow.
that's fair. Okay.
Inspiring.
It's a hit. It's gonna be a
You're
hit.
so deep, Nick.
So deep.
For sure. So, what band or artist influence pops out the most to you guys while listening to this track? I know you already mentioned a couple, but if you could just, list a couple more if you want.
One for me from like maybe a different point of view, like as a guitarist, 4 Year Strong comes to mind with some of the
Oh,
chuggy guitars. Yeah, I don't think the song as a whole maybe will give you 4 Year Strong vibes, you know, but like from my perspective, I feel like I channel my inner 4 Year Strong and like state champs with some of the guitar tones and like guitar techniques and some of like the chords I'm playing, and it's really fun for me to play. I love it.
perfect.
I already mentioned the Green Day part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, like that. What he was talking about, the beginning of the second verse. That is like, I remember saying in the studio, it's like this needs to sound like it was ripped from. I mean, that's yeah. So for sure, Green Day vibes. I mean, Green Day was the first, like, my first musical artist obsession. So it runs deep for me. The punk, punk vibes.
For sure.
Green Day for sure.
So what was your favorite memory that you guys made while creating the single?
For me, it was I believe it was 2019. We all got to play Warped Tour together, the 25th anniversary, and we were able to get pretty much the exact same crew and that we had all in the studio at the same time, and it was great to just like see everyone and like just see everyone in a different context, because we're used to all playing shows together, you know what I mean? And it's like, oh, we're finally in a recording studio. This is amazing, you know? And it's just a different vibe, you know what I mean? It's super relaxed, super, just a great creative environment. And that was the best part, is like being able to share the creative process with all of our band members when we're all used to, you know, sweating in the hot sun playing shows. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the best part for me.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and actually, while you're mentioning the studio time, we should also shout out to our producer for this song, Eric Taft. He also has a website, erictaft.com.
He killed it.
He is absolutely incredible. Has worked with some amazing artists, Plain White Tees, what was the first one that comes to mind, but many, Under Oath as well. In different capacities. He's a producer, engineer, mixing, master wizard. He crushed it with this song. It was exactly what we needed. Sorry to go back. I have to shout out all these incredible people that help make, you know, a single happen. But yeah, I you know, it was a 1-day session that we were able to get this song done in the studio. But I just really enjoyed just like the studio was in the basement of this house, and had this nice like little porch backyard area, and we would all kind of take turns like sitting out there if we weren't really needed inside, or listening inside but needed a break from it just because it was loud. Just kind of like the conversations that were had, and just, you know, being friends, you know, and chatting with each other, even though there's some geographical distance between us. And especially so during a pandemic, like, you know, we're great friends and we're buddies and brothers, and we love each other. And to kind of like without, there's no need to say it, we just know that in that kind of a situation where it's not you know, we're not punching in with a time card to do this job, and we're having fun with each other and playing and finally getting a new song out there with each other as Stacked Like Pancakes. And it's just, yeah, it feels really good. So just the time in the studio and sitting out there and chatting and stuff is memorable for me.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, 100%.
Thanks
Nick,
for
do
having me on, guys. I would say my favorite part was definitely the reunion, the Warped Tour reunion. I agree as well. But I guess this is making me sound really nerdy, but Eric had so many cool like bass emulators and amp plugins, and all his gear was just, I was like a kid, and I was like a space cadet, you know, like so happy to be there. I'm like, oh my god, it's just, he has so much nice stuff.
yeah.
I can't wait to play it, and it sounded awesome. And I got to play my new bass. I just bought a new bass like the beginning of the summer, like specifically like to use for Stacked Like Pancakes. And I'm like, oh, I can't wait to get this song on a recording. And then it actually happened. He made it sound twice as good as I thought it was gonna sound. So for me, it was definitely like the sound quality and the technical stuff of it. And I was like a kid in a candy store. It was awesome. It was a great day.
100%.
That's sick.
That was a great day.
Would recommend. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Let's do it again. Let's do it again.
Oh,
You should.
Yeah, we'll do it again sometime soon.
You should.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If this song is as much of a hit as I think it's gonna be, and the fans are gonna want more, so we're gonna have to get rolling.
gonna have to make more.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So for this question, I want you guys to picture you're on tour, you're at a gas station for a rest stop, you're going in. What is your snack of choice?
Ho ho ho! I got my snacks down. I'm grabbing.
I got it right here. I got mine right here.
Oh,
Wait.
share. Are those
There
gummy
it
bears?
is.
Albanese gummy bears, not just any gummy bears. These are the best gummy bears. Don't get that Haribo or Haribo or however you say it.
What do you have against them?
That they're weighed. It takes like an hour to chew one. Like that's not how
The fun
That's
part.
not how gummy bears. No, because then your
I like.
teeth hurt and-
There was some passion in
Albanese.
that. What do you have against them? I like that. Stand up here, gummy.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate
like that.
soft gummy bears, bro. They're ugh.
Oh,
Go away from me.
I don't want to have like jaw aches after I eat a gummy bear. I don't. It's just me
Hey,
personally.
Takes all types of gummy bears to make the world go round, man.
Exactly.
That's what everyone says. Yeah.
For me, I'm going, if I'm at like a Gecko or a Wawa, I'm going for the fruit department. I trust gas station fruit.
I'm sorry to hear
And
that.
Okay.
I'm grabbing some
Cool.
grapes and pineapple. Yeah, I mean, like once you get past, like one bad experience, you're pretty much good for the rest of your 20 days. Because
Yeah.
I've just had enough of Doritos, like chips and stuff. Because just sitting on the bus or like in a van, like I just feel crappy after that. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So try to
Yeah.
keep it somewhat healthy with the gas station fruit. Take my chances.
Grapes.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
Gas station grapes. That sounds like a song name.
Make it.
That could be a ska song
Mhm.
for
Yep.
sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
Try to take
Nicholas.
well, if I'm gonna be on a long road trip, I try to take it easy on the drinks because I don't want to have to stop and have to go to the bathroom.
Hmm.
Yeah.
If I haven't eaten or anything, depends on where we go. I'll get like a bag of beef jerky. I'll get
Mhm.
some Funyuns. I'll get
Onions.
definitely some ginger ale. And if I'm
You
getting
snacking.
if I'm getting something sweet, I'm probably gonna get like Skittles or Starburst or something.
Okay.
I'm pretty
Nick's
basic.
the biggest ginger ale drinker I know. Just so
Yeah.
everyone, for the
Yeah.
record.
It makes my belly
Nick-
feel good.
Nick is a snack, and he's the only snack I need.
Ooh, I like that.
I'd rather be the whole meal, but I'll
so for the last couple of questions, we're going to shift completely away from music and go straight to death row.
Boom.
So if you're on death row, what would your last meal be with a drink?
Such a good one.
Oh my god.
What would your last
dude.
meal? Wait, what was the question? What would your last meal be?
With a
With a
drink.
drink?
Yep.
Okay. Damn. Fresh pepperoni pizza. No, I'm not doing it.
I got mine. Mine
Go
would
for it.
be soft shell crabs, like the blue
Ooh.
crabs. I love those, man. Oh my gosh, I love it. I played a show in
Wow.
Ocean City, Maryland over the past summer, and I found a buffet with them. Oh my gosh, I went to
Wow.
town. And
Mhm.
then my drink would be a mellow yellow.
Mellow. That's familiar.
Mellow yellow, it's like off-brand Mountain Dew.
It's
Oh.
just like the Coke. Yeah, it's just the Coca-Cola Mountain Dew, I believe. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna go with specifically my mom's shrimp salad.
Mhm.
She puts a hell of a lot of Old Bay seasoning on that, and I put Old Bay on pretty much everything.
Because you're from Maryland.
Yes, I'm from Maryland. That's what we do. Don't hate. So yeah, shrimp salad, and then let's see. I'm gonna go with a hazy IPA.
Mhm.
That would make
Yeah.
me really happy.
I'm gonna have to go my grandmother's spaghetti and her homemade spaghetti sauce because there's nothing in the world quite like it.
Sounds
And
good.
to drink, I'm gonna have a cold pop
Okay.
of very
Perfect.
nice ginger soda, the original.
Oh, he's
There you
got one
go.
on deck.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
So I actually have the honor of asking the last question. Every single person we've spoken to has said that it is the most important question. What is your favorite color?
That's an important question.
That's very important.
It's very important. Yeah.
Hands down. Mine is green, for sure. Always has been since I was very, very little.
Do you have a specific shade of green that you would like to share with us?
Forest green
Perfect.
specifically. Just resonates with me. My drum set that I'm looking at right now has it's like a gradient, but has the deeper green in it. And I bought that drum set when I was in middle school.
Oh wow.
That's
That's
a
my
long
baby.
time. All right.
Yeah.
My favorite color is turquoise,
Ooh.
Very good.
which I don't know why, because I'm like partially colorblind. So like I kind of have a hard time with like blues and like stuff, but I know it's turquoise when I
What?
see
I didn't
it.
know that.
Partially, like you know what I mean? Like I have like
Sure.
matching clothes and stuff is hard. I'm not gonna claim to be like completely colorblind, but like matching clothes, you know.
Okay.
So
Mhm.
Yeah.
that's why my wardrobe is pretty much like all black.
Fair enough. Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, same. I'd say, well, I have a favorite color scheme more than a favorite color, which is black and gold, because
Oh.
I'm a Pittsburgh sports fan. So
Mike
Okay.
Tomlin's never had a losing season.
like Tomlin has never had a losing season.
Wait,
All right.
but didn't he? Oh no, they didn't.
Nope.
Oh.
No.
Not a losing
Wow.
season. There has Ben
Good for
Ross,
him.
but
Good for
whatever.
him. What a guy. What a guy.
The Steelers,
Happy retirement, Big Ben.
happy retirement, and
Stop.
Yeah.
R.I.P. the Steelers. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh.
let's go Pens. Pens are winning the Stanley Cup this year. Let's go.
All right.
Can we not end this on Let's Go Pins, please.
We won't. I promise.
We
you
won't. We won't.
Okay.
So as Glory
Please.
said, that's all the questions we have today. Is there anything that you guys would like to plug?
Ooh. Let's shout out to the Pancake Nation as a whole. SLP has been like silent on social medias for the last few years. Obviously, nothing's been happening, but let's all, hopefully we can all just like, virtually hang out together and listen to this song. And I just really hope that everybody is as excited about this new single as we are. We can't wait for everybody to hear it on Friday.
Oh yeah. All right.
So shout out to the Pancake Nation.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for now. This guy's been Stacked Like Pancakes, and we've been the Good Noise Podcast.